Ever wondered why your green friends are looking a bit under the weather? Let's unveil the most common plant care mistakes. First up, we have the classic blunder of overwatering. It's easy to think that more water means more love, but in reality, it can lead to root rot and a waterlogged plant. Instead, try to keep the soil moist but not soggy. A moisture meter can be a handy tool to ensure you're not going overboard with the H2O. Next, we've got under-fertilizing. Plants need nutrients to grow and stay healthy, just like us. If you're not giving your plant enough food, it may become weak and susceptible to disease. You can fix this by applying a balanced fertilizer to your plant's soil about once a month. Remember, it's better to under-fertilize than to overdo it. Lastly, there's the issue of incorrect lighting. Some plants love a sunny window, while others prefer the shade. Understanding your plant's light preferences is key to its survival. If your plant's leaves are turning yellow or brown, it might be getting too much or too little light. Try moving it to a different location and see if its condition improves. And there you have it. These are some of the most common mistakes people make when caring for their plants, but don't worry, we all make mistakes. The important thing is to learn from them and keep trying. After all, practice makes perfect. To help you on your plant parenting journey, we'll be diving deeper into each of these topics in the upcoming segments. We'll cover everything from the science of photosynthesis to the best watering techniques and fertilizing practices. So, stay tuned. Remember, your plants are living beings. Paying attention to these small details can make a world of difference. With a little patience and the right care, your green friends will not just survive, but thrive. So, get ready to transform your home into a lush green oasis. Let's grow together. Light, the life force of plants. But how much is too much, and how little is too less? Let's shed some light on this. Think of light as the ultimate food source for plants. Through a process called photosynthesis, plants convert light into the energy they need to grow and thrive. But what exactly is photosynthesis? It's a bit like a magic trick where sunlight, carbon dioxide, and water are transformed into glucose, which is plant food, and oxygen, which is a nice bonus for us humans. Now, imagine you're at a buffet. If you eat too much, you'll feel uncomfortable, and if you eat too little, you're left hungry. It's the same with plants and light. Too much can scorch them, causing leaf burn, while too little can lead to weak, leggy growth as they stretch towards the light source. But it's not just about quantity, it's also about quality. Different plants have different light needs. Some love basking in full direct sunlight, while others prefer the softer, indirect light of a shady spot. And then, there are those that thrive under fluorescent lights, making them perfect for office environments. So how do you know what's right for your green friends? Observation is key. If your plant's leaves are turning yellow or brown, it might be getting too much light. If it's becoming leggy, or its leaves are fading, it could be craving more light. To illustrate, let's take a look at a couple of examples. Meet our first plant. It was languishing in a dark corner, but after moving it to a spot with bright indirect light, look at it now. It's vibrant, healthy, and thriving. Let's take a look at another one. This one was getting scorched by direct sunlight. We moved it to a spot with filtered light, and voila! It's now flourishing with lush green leaves. Just like us, each plant has its own light requirement. Understand it, respect it, and watch your green friends thrive. Water is life, but when it comes to plants, it's a fine balance. Let's dive into the art of watering. Water is a plant's best friend, but also its worst enemy if not managed correctly. Watering your plants isn't just about hydrating them. It's about giving them the perfect amount of moisture to promote healthy growth, while avoiding root rot and other water-related diseases. So what's the secret to achieving this balance? Well, it's not so much a secret as it is a science. Firstly, let's talk about different watering techniques. You might be familiar with top watering. That's where you pour water directly onto the soil from above. While this is a common method, it's not always the best choice for every plant. Some plants prefer bottom watering, where you place the pot in a tray of water and let the plant drink from the bottom up. This method can be particularly beneficial for plants with delicate leaves that shouldn't get wet. Then there's the ice cube method, ideal for orchids and other plants that prefer a slow, steady supply of water. By placing a few ice cubes on the soil, you allow the plant to slowly absorb the water as the ice melts, preventing overwatering and providing a more consistent moisture level. For succulents and other plants that love dry conditions, the soak and dry method works wonders. This involves thoroughly watering the plant, then waiting until the soil is completely dry before watering it again. This simulates the desert conditions these plants are native to and helps prevent overwatering. Now, for a quick Did You Know segment. Did you know that overwatering is one of the most common killers of houseplants? It's true, overwatering can lead to root rot, a deadly disease that can quickly kill your plant. By using the right watering method for your plant and ensuring the soil dries out between waterings, you can help prevent this common problem. So, there you have it, folks. Watering is more than just hydrating your plants, it's a vital part of their care. Master the art of watering, and you've won half the battle in plant care. Food, glorious food, but when it comes to plants, what's on the menu? Let's feed our curiosity. In the world of plant nutrition, there's a smorgasbord of options. Fertilizers come in all shapes and sizes, each with their unique blend of nutrients. Let's dig a little deeper, shall we? First up, we have organic fertilizers. These are nature's own recycling system, turning waste like compost, bone meal, or worm castings into plant food. They release nutrients slowly and improve soil structure over time. It's like a slow-cooked meal for your plants. Next, we have synthetic fertilizers, the fast food of the plant world. These man-made compounds can give your plants a quick nutrient boost, but beware. They can also burn your plant's roots if used excessively. It's all about balance. Now let's play a game. Can you guess the most common nutrient deficiency in plants? Drumroll, please. It's nitrogen. Nitrogen deficiency often shows up as yellowing leaves. If your green friends are looking a little pale, it might be time for a nitrogen-rich meal. But remember, each plant is an individual and may have different dietary needs. For example, succulents and cacti prefer a low nitrogen diet, while leafy greens like a lot of nitrogen. It's like having a picky eater at the dinner table. Knowing what to feed your plants is half the battle. The other half is knowing when and how much. Most houseplants prefer a light meal during their growing season, in the spring and summer. Come winter, they're usually on a diet, needing little to no fertilizer. And remember, more is not always better. Over-fertilization can lead to salt buildup that can harm your plant. So follow the golden rule of feeding. Less is more. Just like us, plants need a balanced diet to thrive. With the right nutrients at the right time, you can turn your leafy friends from surviving to absolutely thriving. So, are you ready to become a plant gourmet? The next time you look at your plant, remember, it's not just about watering and light. Food plays a vital role too. The right food at the right time can turn your plant from surviving to thriving. Now that you're armed with all this knowledge, it's time to create your own plant paradise. Imagine your living room, your kitchen, your bedroom, each space teeming with vibrant, happy plants, their leaves rustling in the gentle breeze from an open window. Picture yourself waking up to a jungle of lush greenery, the air around you oxygen-rich, filled with the subtle, sweet scent of earth and growth. Each plant, whether it's the towering monstera, the resilient snake plant, or the delicate orchid, has a story, a journey that you've guided it through. From the day you brought them home, you've been their caretaker, their champion. You've learned to understand their needs, to speak their silent language of light, water, and nourishment. But this journey is not just about the plants, it's about you too. Along the way, you've discovered patience, attentiveness, and the joy of nurturing. You've witnessed the power of growth and the resilience of life. And in the process, you've grown too, shaped by the tranquil rhythms of nature you've welcomed into your home. So go on, take that first step. Maybe it's relocating your fiddle leaf fig to a brighter spot, or swapping out that old plastic pot for a breathable terracotta one. Perhaps it's time to treat your ferns to a nutrient-rich organic fertilizer, or to finally commit to a regular watering schedule. Every small action, every conscious choice contributes to the thriving oasis that your home is destined to become. And remember, this journey is never traveled alone. Share your experiences, your triumphs and setbacks with a community of plant lovers who are on this journey with you. Let your stories inspire others and find inspiration in theirs. After all, every thriving plant oasis was once a single seed, a solitary green shoot reaching for the sun. Your home is not just a living space, it's a thriving plant oasis waiting to happen. Start today and transform your world.